Thank you, Chairwoman Fox, Ranking Member McGovern, and members of the Rules Committee. I urge you to make in order my amendment, amendment number 280. This amendment is simple. It would stop the implementation of the Reconciliations Bill's massive cuts for the wealthy if the bill's other provisions result in reduction in funding of Medicaid, Social Security, or SNAP. Let me just put it in simple terms. It says no tax breaks for the wealthiest Americans if you cut the programs that everyday Americans, families, seniors, and others rely on. If you believe that is true, then you should have no problem supporting my amendment, which would make no changes if the bill does not cut Medicaid or food assistance. We are here to serve our constituents, and I know I'm not the only one here who has received thousands of letters and calls demanding that Congress protect health care, food assistance, and other critical programs. Constituents are saying, what are we doing? Well, I'm telling you, this panel shows you what Democrats are doing. We are fighting. And despite what the title of the Republican Budget Reconciliation Bill would have you believe, it is not one big, beautiful bill. It's a big billionaires bankroll bill. And it is one of the biggest and most reckless and heartless attack on American families. It would rip away health care from almost 14 million Americans and 11 million children with food assistance. And the worst part of it is none of this is necessary. It is only being done to bankroll a billionaire's tax cut. That is why I am offering this amendment. I am offering this amendment for the 2.4 million Ohioans who rely on Medicaid to access critical health care services like blood pressure, diabetes screenings, mammograms, mental health services, and other life care situations. I am offering this amendment for the millions of women across the country who rely on Medicaid to cover birth of their child and to keep them and their babies healthy before and after birth. I am offering this amendment for the more than 42 Americans without federal food assistance that they might not eat tomorrow. I am offering this amendment for Anisha, an Ohioan, a constituent mother of two, and a recent cancer survivor who relies on Medicaid. She's scheduled for surgery that Medicaid makes affordable. Her family also depends on SNAP to put healthy food on the table. Losing these benefits would be devastating. In short, I'm offering this amendment for Americans who are struggling to get by, who are counting on us, Democrats and Republicans, to lower their costs and to improve their lives, not enrich billionaires. Unfortunately, families I'm fighting for will not benefit from the tax cuts in this package. The top 0.1% of earners, billionaires, will see a tax break of some $278,000 per year. And that is a tax break of $762 per day, almost twice the weekly salary of someone making minimum wage in Ohio. It is clear that this bill is an attempt to sell out hardworking American families who are just trying to make ends meet to benefit the few. This bill would harm our constituents, Democrats' constituents, Republicans' constituents. Republicans have claimed that this bill does not cut benefits. And if you believe that is true, you should have no problem supporting my amendment, which would make no changes if the bill does not cut Medicaid and food assistance. So I would urge you to make this in order. And Madam Chair, I would like to enter into the records the GOP's budget plan, this article, the GOP's budget plan that makes it hard to conceal its lies about Medicaid and SNAP.
Without objection.
Thank you. Lastly, let me just say to the American people, we have been here all night, and we're here because of you. They planned this hearing at 1 a.m. in the morning to 5, and here we are now in the first panel at 11:45. Is this the way our country should run? Is this what you expect from our leaders? Let me answer it for you. The answer is no, and that's why we are here today. Thank you, Madam Chair, and I yield back.
You're recognized for 5 minutes.